brush my teeth today.
Sorry if you see spinach and scrambled eggs in my teeth. That's what I have for breakfast. Hey kitties, Mum is back. I have a production meeting in not too long. I thought I'd bring you along with a little get ready with me like all the kids do. That's why I'm still in my little pony PJs. Mask for mask. I thought I'd wrap up my little Give by Gwen Stefani series by wearing just Gwen. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, that glow is just from the Just a Girl palette, the Destiny color, which I'm obsessed with currently as a highlighter. Let's jump straight in. I have bought 3 new products because, not gonna lie, when I was on the hunt to find Sweet Tooth, I swatched this. It was really, really pretty. I could not get the Simple Kind of Life out of my head, and that's what Gwen wears in all of her promo shots for the brand, and Electric Pansy. So here we go. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a smoky socket line, but I'm gonna keep it to the same shape as I've done the last 2, but with different placements of the blue color. I really want to show you how just by moving one color, the entire look can change. So here we go. I just took it out of the box. Me, you, yours, Gwen. Gwen! I love it. Pulling it off, pulling it off. I don't know why this has gotten me so excited. I think because I saw a lot of depth in the advertising campaigns. Let's be honest, it looks kind of boring. Let's see how it performs. I'm going to jump in with a super fluffy brush. Remember what I said from my last video? If you watched it, if you didn't, may you burn in the ever pits of eternity. If I want to bring in a little bit of depth, I might jump into Danger Zone. Tonally, it remains pretty cool. Together, they look like one palette. I'm just gonna go in with that slightly warmer neutral shade, and we're gonna just carve out our socket really simple. Just a production meeting. I don't need to look like the queen, just a deity. Let's keep it humble, people. I'm sorry. That bullshit light shade has that much pigment. Gwen! I am so freaking happy. Thank you. I'm glad I bought this. I'm glad I fantasized over it. Kind of melted what contour. That would be Charlotte Tilbury. Beautiful skin bronzer. That one. This is the base that I've done for every single look with the Give by Gwen Stefani series. I'm going to keep the depth around just the socket line, but keep the mid shade to bring out that angular shape to really draw the eye up. I hope that made sense. I talk a lot. I don't know if it's the senility at this age. I just don't know any more children. Don't want to be in a home yet, please, no. Mama's fine. Not in the home yet. Oh, can you see the way they're blending? Maybe not on the camera, but in person, they're absolutely flawless. Always remembering to connect the lower lash line within the same angle of where you've taken that point to really snatch that eye. Honestly, thought I would hate this palette. No, I didn't think I'd hate it. That's a lie. I thought I wouldn't see it. And I'm really, really impressed so far. It's always a good thing. But then again, this whole freaking line has impressed me. Really remember to concentrate the depth of your pigment at the outside of the eye, and then just with whatever's left on your brush, really blend it into the center. It's really going to create that beautiful smoke, that ombre from dark to light, and it's always going to give you a more professional finish. Keeping it the same depth all the way along, it's going to give you that really skanky teenager look. Like, I just bought my first drugstore eyeliner and I'm just graffitiing on my face. We don't like that look, we don't like it. Not for shame, no. We're mature women, darling. Did I just say darling? Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting! Don't be afraid to then wing it into that socket as a bit of a guideline. Remember, this is your transition shade. If you're worried about where you're going to put that socket color, just put this in it, because being the same color as your transition shade, you can just buff it away and it will blend into what you've already laid down, adding to that really smoked out seamless look. Let's go in with Obsessed. We'll start underneath the eye this time and use what we just laid down as a guide. We're just going to add that neutral shade. Wow, this has some pigment. I don't think I'm going to need to dip into that Danger Zone at all. Gwen, I'm shocked. I wasn't paying attention because I thought it was going to be really sheer, and now I have to level out my wonky eyes because no Quasimodo face. No. Bell's palsy is not the look for today. No, it is not.
No.
Ugh, it is that really beautiful ashy color that I spoke about in the first video. It's just divine. I can't get enough. Gwen has really, really curated a gorgeous set of colors. Now remember, don't be afraid to go back and forth, and if in doubt with your blending, if it's not going right, pick up that clean brush and really just diffuse those edges. I think I'm gonna go through again and really just introduce a tiny bit more of that first tone, which is I Was in Love. I wonder if that's about Gavin Rossdale. A scandal. My camera's really high today, isn't it? Oh well, I put on a kilo, so I've got to help. Cheekbone, she still has them. At this point, I think I need to decompose for at least 6 months to be a vaguely viable dress size, but hey, I am not that weak. I am not putting down the fork. Oh my god, this might be competition with Just a Girl. I could put both in my bag. Both could be an everyday one. I could mix it up. As I said, I'm gonna keep the depth just around the socket, but you really want to make sure you go through, and it's fine to see some of the shape. It's actually quite popular on Instagram and all those looks that the kids do, but I would always advise going in again and really diffusing it just past it being a defined shape. It will really, again, give you that look like you had your makeup done. Instead of paint by numbers, no one wants lines on their face unless you're a clock. Oh, look at that. I look like a mad scientist. The other days, we weren't really precise with where we placed the color on our lid. This time, we're going to be, because it is the focal point. I'm gonna add the shape, then I'll diffuse the edges, and once I've gotten it all perfect, I'll just go in once more to really deepen that blue shade. And go! If in doubt, tilt your head back like I'm doing. Don't go all the way to your socket line because you can always blend into it later. And do one lid at a time to make sure the liner doesn't dry. You can add a little bit of the color directly to your brush and then really go through and soften that edge. Onto the other eye, not that one, you dirty bird. I fucking hate manual pencils, but automatic pencils dry out because there's oxygen around them. This is encapsulated, meaning it's never gonna dry out. So like if I had a makeup line, I'd do the same thing, but it's annoying because I have to sharpen it now. A little trick when you sharpen, I see a lot of people sharpening most of their pencil away. Waste of money and a waste of product. Much worse. Watch your pencil, and then when you just see the tip start to poke out, like any good tip, stop sharpening it. Then look, ample product. You don't need a sharp tip for this. Going through and really just deepening up that blue and allowing yourself to lay down those electric blue shimmer pigments that are in this gorgeous, gorgeous eye pencil. Keeping the inner eye somewhat crisp and symmetrical, and then diffusing the outside's always going to look. I keep harping on about this, but it's true. More of a professional finish. No one wants to look like an amateur when they've got makeup on their face. It's what people see first. So if you're doing things to make it look like it's done professionally and to, again, highlight you, you're always just going to look beautiful. You're just accentuating who you are. And remember, always open your eyes and look straight forward to really perfect your shape. It's going to be the only way that you see those little scrotal folds that are your eyelids are really going to sit where they're going to sit when you look forward. They might look even, but I can guarantee you, like testicles, they're going to be totally asymmetrical. Now we're going to go under the eye. Let's just buff out this blue. I just love the way these pencils smoke out. The good thing about using a pencil to do your bold pop of color is that you don't have to worry about fallout. Anyone that has used colorful shadows knows two of the worst colors are purple and blue, because if you try to sweep it away and you don't, you are going to look like a corpse or into some really hardcore asphyxiation play. Oh, I'm so into it. Let's go in and do that waterline. Let's do it. Let's stick that color right in there. I'm gonna go under a little bit and feather it into that lash line, and then feather it onto the outer lash line as well at the top to really create a complete ring around the eye. When people look at you, you want them to think, oh, what a gorgeous ring. If someone can look at you and say, I love your blue ring, then baby, you've won. We are going to add an inner corner highlight. What's it, Destiny shade. Whack it straight on the inner corners. Then we're going to feather it ever so slightly onto the blue. You don't want to take away from that blue. The blue is the star. It is blue Cantrell if she'd maintained a career. This color is Hit 'em Up Styles. You know why? Because I am the one. You cannot tell me I am not it. I am going to put on my brows, my lashes, and I'm going to be right back. She hath returned. Let's just bang this out. She doesn't love a good banging. I'm going to take this lip liner, this Anaheim line. Yeah, I got it, Gwen. I got it. I got it. I got it. You will make a fool of me no more. I'm going to show you how to do a really kind of different take on an ombre. Darker lip line to a nude. I'm going to take that Korean, I think it's called a blood lip, with the brightness on the inside moving out, with this color that I purchased and this color. This is the Anaheim Shine. What the Screen my calls. And then in the Bubble Pop Electric, easy, simple, electric pansy, taking the Anaheim line the lip. I'm gonna say it. If I had one criticism of the brand, Gwen, I'm sorry, Gwen, we need to talk. It's that your liners, apart from the red, are extremely warm. If you're having trouble lining your lips, the mistake people make is they do that. If you're struggling holding a shape, smile. It's a natural shape for your muscles to sit in, and it's going to be an even tension, so you'll really seamlessly be able to line your lips. And if you don't get it at first, you'll find that you pick it up really super quickly. Feather that color in. Really bleed that into the lip line. This is also something you can do. If you find a color that you love, but it's just a bit much for you, just a tiny few drops in the middle. You don't want much, tiny. Ooh. Rub and roll, baby. Rub and roll those lips. What do we think of the look? I'm obsessed. Again, the same thing I've done for the past two videos, just different placements of color, and it really changes the look. And this time I've got a liner, a lipstick, and a gloss to create, I call it sucking on icy poles look, but you can suck on whatever you want. No judgment here, girls. I do need to press out some of the lines formed by moving my face. Too much expression and no Botox. Disgusting. She's a peasant. But I love it. I've been rambling about this brand for 2 weeks now. I think it's incredible. It's so comfortable to wear. I think the results speak for themselves, and wish me luck on my meeting today. Bye, kitties. Mummy loves you.